Rosie, she's a real class act. Hope to see you soon. Well, my next guest, as I said before, he works with Artie Lang, and for people who don't know who Artie Lang is, he used to work with Howard Stern for years. So let's give a late night welcome for comedian Mike Bocchetti.
Hey guys, thank you for having me. Hey John, how's everybody doing? Good? Yeah. Good. I've been all over the internet and TV lately. I'm Honey Boo Boo's mom. Thank you. All right, so how many people think I look like Hank Hill from King of the Hill? I look like Hank, but feel like Peter Griffin, actually. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are nice. When I was a kid, I had an imaginary playmate. He was an alcoholic. I called him Dad. Thank you, guys. I drank my first beer at 10 years old. I figured, hey, it's my parents' wedding. Why not enjoy it? Thank you. I went to a marriage counselor. I'm not even married. I just wanted to find out what it's like to be miserable. We'll move on. Thank you. My cousin married a stripper, so I gave her $50 on singles for their wedding. You guys are a sick bunch. I love this, though. Thank you. My girlfriend works in a strip club. She's the bouncer. Guys, give it up for the ladies. Women rule out. Women more than anything on the planet, guys. Keep it going for them because women are the best thing that ever happened to us. Women, I love womankind more than anything. In fact, one of my favorite actresses is Christina Ricci. I love her. She's hot. She's adorable. She plays all psycho chicks in movies. And I'd love to become famous. I'd love to become famous enough one day to do her. But I'm a gentleman about it because she was in this movie called Pumpkin where she fell in love with this retarded guy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm in. Thank you back there. You guys are sweet. Thank you. When I was a kid, I played hide and seek with my dad. He's been missing since 1970. Thank you, guys. This is fun, man. I'm enjoying myself a lot with you guys. Thank you. I went to this topless club. They made me put my shirt back on. Thank you, guys. You're nice. I'm the only guy that goes to the gym and sweats at the vending machine. Thank you. You guys are fun, man. I love this. My dad wanted me to play football, but I don't want to wear another helmet. It's okay. You guys can laugh. I wrote this. I'm not autistic or any of that stuff or like Asperger's, whatever. I'm sorry if I can say that word. Sorry. I'll just say burgers instead of the first word. But thanks. How many Italian people just right now? I'm Italian. I'm very proud of it. I love it because I really am very proud of our heritage. In fact, I was reading the Italian dictionary the other day. I couldn't find the word forgiveness. But they had 27 meanings for the word revenge. Thank you. Yeah, I know them. Thank you. You guys are nice. My psychiatrist said, do you have a mental block? No, it's more of a foundation. You guys are wonderful. I'm having a good time. Thank you, John. One of my favorite prostitutes did something to ruin my sex life. She stopped working. Thank you back there. You guys are fun, man. I love this because when I was a kid, my mom said, if you see Santa Claus fall down the steps drunk, don't worry about it. Your dad's insurance will cover it. Good. You guys are fun, man. I love every minute of this. I'm having a good time. Thank you. No, I am. I'm very honest. I really am because I thought about going back to finish my education, but I hate finger painting. Thank you. You guys are nice. I really enjoy this. Ladies, women ruled more than anything. They're my favorite thing on the planet because I'll move on. Thank you. No, I'm serious. They are. Womankind rocks, guys. They do because without them, the dog crap. Let's face it, because they control the keys to the city, if you know what I'm talking about. I want to be nice about it, but no. Thank you. We'll move on. Thank you. Anyway, my dad took us all to AA and said, this is my family. They're the reason why I'm here. You guys made me lose a lot of weight up here. I love this. It's fun, man. Just went down to a 32 waist. But you guys are nice. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mikey boy,
Hey, John. So good to...
how you doing?
I'm going to make sure I got this. Thank you for having me. First
I'm
of
glad
all.
you finally came. I got to tell a funny story.
Oh, okay.
I had Mike booked on the show 4 years ago. Had a good show. Mike's 8 o'clock, quarter after 8. Where's Mike? 8:30. Okay, we go 9 o'clock. Where was this guy? He didn't call. He didn't even make it. I call him the next day. I go, Mike, where were you? He goes, I forgot you had a show. So,
John,
it's all good. Listen, I love you. You know
no,
that, man.
thank you so much for having me. I
And
love
you've been
your
doing
show.
so much good stuff. You know, I seen you from here to here, and you're doing really good for yourself right now.
Thank you, John. Weight-wise is the best because I went from like a 3X that was tight in March to an XL now.
Now, who's training you?
She was actually on the show recently.
That's why.
Irene Bremis.
Irene Bremis is great. Comedian Irene Bremis. Let's give her a hand. Yeah. Now, listen, we met. How did we meet years ago?
Oh, we met on a movie set, actually, called Jimmy Whispers. I met Johnny on there. It was a long day.
Jimmy Whispers returns to Mulberry Street. Our friend Clem Caserta.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first movies I worked on.
Me too.
Not
Like
that I worked on a lot of movies, but that movie, we had a good time.
I actually have a gift for you.
What do you
I
got?
got this. I met a lot of good people on Audie's show, and I know you're a huge fan of Kiss. I got a guitar pick for you from Ace Frehley. This is his he gave me. He signed it for you.
Oh,
Signed
nice.
it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Ace Frehley's guitar pick, Kiss. All right, nice.
I know you're a huge fan. I love him. I love him too.
You know what? I got a lot of picks, but I do not have this one, and this is great. Awesome.
Thanks. I know you're a huge fan.
I appreciate that. Now we're even from not.
Oh, no. I still owe you more stuff.
All right. Give me some money. Now, why don't you tell us how you got into comedy? What got you going?
Okay. I was always a kid that was picked on, a fat kid, right, all the time. And when I was like 12 years old, I listened to Red Fox. And they were laughing at him, but they were laughing at him in a good way.
He was
You know
great.
what I mean? They weren't laughing at John in a mean way. They were laughing at him because they loved him. Right? And I liked that. I wanted to do it. Then I was like 18 years old. I didn't know how to go about it. The first time I got on stage, I was 28 on Staten Island. I was a lot thinner. I cursed as much as Dice did. I wore a black leather jacket. I went to a place called Memories. I don't even still around anymore, like in Richmond Road. And I went there with half my friends. They were laughing. Nobody else was.
I remember
It was
Memories.
brutal. Yeah. And then I got back into comedy in '92, and I've been a comic ever since. I love every minute of it.
Beautiful. I want to know how you met Artie Lang. Give me the story.
Oh,
of that, 'cause
okay.
That's your break right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I was doing comedy for 11 years in the city, from '92 to like 2003. And I broke my back. A lot of people told me things would happen. You know how this business is. I don't believe half of it until it happens.
A lot of people blow a lot of smoke up your.
Oh, yeah. They'll tell you, and you get tired of it. So I was on the first season of Last Comic Standing, right? And nothing happened after the first month. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then Sal from the Howard Stern Show, who became a good friend of mine, see me on TV. And he decided to become a comic at the time. He's a new comic. So we're doing comedy at Jack Dempsey's in Manhattan, right? He comes over and he goes, dude, I'm on Howard Stern. We should do a tour together. I'm like, John, after 11 years of hearing garbage, I'm like, yeah, buddy, whatever, save it, right? He calls me the next day, and he was serious about it. He goes, what do you think, I'm kidding you? So I went up to Howard Stern. We had lunch. That's how I met John Melendez, who was friends with Artie, and that's how I met Artie. But the thing about me is, like, I'm good friends with Artie, but I'll never ask him for anything.
That's the way to be. That's the only way to be. Once you know, a lot of people say to me, you know this guy, but you can't ask him for nothing.
No.
You got to respect him as a
I don't want
human
to be
being.
friends with them, John. It's much better because
You want to be friends with them. Once you start asking them for stuff, they don't want to know
I never
you.
asked them for anything.
They want to help you, they'll help you.
John, if your friends will reach out for you in this business if they can help you. I never asked for anything because I wanted to be a friend to me. I like him as a person,
Exactly.
right? Everybody else is like, even to this day, they're like, dude, you should be doing more stuff. Call them up to hook you up. I'm like, no.
Can't. And all your friends want you to hook them up too.
Oh, of course, John. Since I
know.
got on the show, I got inbox messages from Facebook. People don't even know, bands, comics. Dude, can you I'm not Adam Sandler. You know what I mean?
Right before Artie's show got canceled, the last one, I was going to get on. It took me a long time. And
I know.
I went to all the outlets, all the comedians. They all geared me to you. They're like, X Mike. And they said, we couldn't even get on the show. So they gave me the email. I emailed the production officer for about 8 months. Then they finally gave me an email back saying, okay, we got an opening. And then he got canceled.
People kept bothering me, John, for 2 years. They were like, Mike, can you get me on? I'm like, I'm not the producer. I don't have that kind of clout. I can't bring anybody on. He's like, but you can talk to Art. No, look, I can't. I'm lucky to be here myself. John, every night for 2 years, I sat there. I was like, after being a comic and actor for 20 years and you get something steady, I'm sitting there going, when is this going to be over? It sounds bad, you know what I mean? You're like
you know.
worried.
It's a scary thing, you know?
You know, you're really worried, like when this is going to end.
Now listen, it's almost your time.
Okay.
You like doing charity work, right?
Absolutely.
I know you preach a lot about that entertainers and comedians should do more of it.
Absolutely, because you know why? It's a me thing, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, I got to do this, do that, because, look, I don't care what I did as a comic or an actor. I wasn't in 9/11. I'm not a fireman that pulled 8 kids out of a building, you know what I mean? I just try to make people laugh, and hopefully I do.
Yeah. Listen, you got to pay back, and a lot of the guys that we know, and we're not going to mention any names, once they get to a certain level, they forget you. Like I get guys who are like, oh, I got the numbers, I booked them. You got to talk to my agent. And I call the agent up, I leave a message. I go, hey, I had him on the show a couple of times, but I'm not going through you.
Deal with me. You want something? I'll talk to you.
You're talking to John Travolta's agent and George Clooney. It's a different story. You know what I mean? So, but Mike, what's in store for you in the future? That's your time.
It's going to be a great New Year. Thank you, John, for having me. Happy New Year.
Mike Bocchetti, everybody. I'll see you soon, Mikey. All right.